the outset, we would like to emphasize that the wage orders that have been issued by the Wage Board are about number 1, fairness, number 2, balance, and number 3, a shared responsibility. They are meant to respond to the real challenges faced by our workers in Northern Mindanao, particularly the rising cost of food, transportation, and other basic necessities. While we take a look at those challenges, we also recognize the equally real concerns also of our employers, who must keep their businesses viable, competitive, and sustainable. So the wage adjustments that have been approved by the Wage Board are a result of thorough and transparent process. The board studied inflation trends, regional economic growth, productivity levels, employment data, and most importantly, the capacity of our employers to pay, especially the micro, small, and medium enterprises that form the backbone of our regional economy. Aside from the consultations that were conducted last year, we also conducted 4 public hearings in 4 areas, start on December 1, December 2, December 9, and December 10, I believe, of last year. We conducted it first in Osamis City. Next, we went to Iligan City, and then to Malaymalay City, and then here in Cagayan de Oro City. In those public hearings that we conducted, we invited and we were glad of the presence of our workers and employers and other stakeholders, and their positions, their concerns, their issues were heard by the board. So wage order number 24 aims to restore part of the purchasing power of our minimum wage earners in the private sector. Wage order 24 recognizes that fair wage is not just an economic issue. It is a matter of human dignity. And at the same time, the board deliberately calculated the increase in order to ensure that our businesses remain able to operate, retain our workers, even continue to hire new workers, and thus continue providing jobs. At the same time, our wage order number 6 on the domestic workers minimum wage order, it affirms our commitment to protect our domestic workers or our kasambahays, many of whom are among the lowest paid and least protected workers. By adjusting the minimum wage of our kasambahays, we send a message that work performed inside the household is valuable work and remains a protected work. Under the law, our laws apply to all workers without exemption, whether they are in formal business setting or inside our homes. And as we approach the effectivity date of our wage orders, or on Friday, January 16, we call on all our employers in Northern Mindanao to comply in good faith and view this wage adjustment as an investment in a more productive, stable, and motivated workforce. For our employers who may face challenges, particularly our small enterprises and our household employers, the Regional Tripartite Wages and Productivity Board, and even the Department of Labor and Employment, stands ready to provide guidance, compliance assistance, and clarification if needed. Our retail and service establishments regularly employing not more than 10 workers, and even those businesses adversely affected by natural calamities and or human-induced disasters, they are without recourse because under the rules, they may seek exemption from the new wage orders until March 16, 2026. And under the law, even the micro business enterprises in the barangays, or what we call the BMBEs, the barangay micro business enterprises, with certificates of authority issued by the Department of Trade and Industry, are also exempted from the implementation of the new minimum wage order. So to all our workers, we encourage you to be informed of the new wage orders that has been issued by the board and all of the other rights as a worker. We encourage you also to engage constructively with your employers and to seek assistance through the proper channels like the Department of Labor and Employment. We have the Single Entry Approach program, wherein we conciliate any differences of opinions and lapses in the implementation of our labor laws. These are the channels that should be looked at and be availed in order for issues that may arise to be resolved. The DOLE prioritizes the conciliation and mediation and voluntary compliance, but also, of course, we will not hesitate also to enforce the law through our labor inspection program. In the coming days, the Regional Tripartite Wages and Productivity Board and the Department of Labor and Employment will roll out an information and education campaign across the region in order to ensure that both our employers and our workers will not only be informed of the new wage orders, but would clearly understand who are covered, how the wage orders apply, and how any wage distortion or compliance issues could be addressed. Because the Regional Tripartite Wages and Productivity Board and all, even the Department of Labor and Employment and the National Conciliation and Mediation Board are ready to provide assistance in case of wage distortion issues. Ultimately, Wage Order number 24 and Wage Order number 6 reflects the strength of tripartism in Northern Mindanao, where the government, the labor, and the employer work together in order to strike a balance between social justice and economic growth. Our goal is not only higher wages, but decent work, stable enterprises, and shared prosperity for Northern Mindanao.